Bro, Apple has an amazing ecosystem. Everything just works like magic. What does Android have?
Bro, what are you even talking about? We have Samsung. I use it. It's just great.
But what other brand, bro, does ecosystem better than Samsung? Android has nothing.
What are you guys on about here? Arnav, you're forgetting one underrated ecosystem that many people don't talk about. OnePlus. So yeah, today I'm going to talk about the OnePlus ecosystem that we've been testing out, and it's actually pretty interesting, the things that you can do with it. Well, let me tell you more in this video made in collaboration with OnePlus. Hi, I'm Arshad. You're watching Track and Tech English, your destination for detailed, incisive gadget reviews. So the OnePlus ecosystem is actually called OnePlus Synergy, and this is something that I didn't actually know about, and once I found out the name, I actually kind of like it. Now, OnePlus Synergy, of course, has a bunch of features that I'm definitely going to talk about. But before that, here are the devices that I actually used to test this ecosystem. So we've got the OnePlus Watch 2, we've got the OnePlus 12, the OnePlus Pad 2, and of course, one of my favorite audio products in recent times, the OnePlus Buds Pro 3. Now, if you're wondering, most of these devices do work on other OnePlus devices like the Nord 4 and the OnePlus 11 series as well. Now, before I talk about the ecosystem features themselves and you learn about it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Alright, now you guys tell me, what are the ecosystem features that you would expect from a bunch of products from the same brand? So you would want cross-device connection, file sharing, clipboard syncing, features like these, right? And all of these features should generally work without interruptions, and it should feel like it just works. Basically, all the devices that are in front of me should be able to talk to each other, and OnePlus really comes very close to that form of seamless system interfacing. For example, with remote file access, which is a feature of OnePlus ecosystem, you can actually access files on a OnePlus Pad and a OnePlus phone, or both at the same time. It doesn't even matter if the phone and the pad are close to each other. They should just be in the same Wi-Fi network, and you can access whatever files you want across each devices using the file manager. What we noticed is that it works pretty decently, and the data transfer speeds were fairly good in our testing, and generally it depends on the quality of your Wi-Fi network. Now, when does this come in handy is when, say your phone is charging in one room and your pad is in the other room, and you just want to access the files on the pad. You can do that from your phone itself. All you need to do is open the Files app on OnePlus devices, and that's about it. From there, it's just easy access. And one of the best features of the OnePlus ecosystem is called App Relay. Say, for example, you open Instagram on your OnePlus 12 and you minimize it and then lock the screen, and you will see that same Instagram app on the dock of the OnePlus Pad, and you can access it from there itself. But note one thing, if you want this to work vice versa, say for example, you've opened an app on the pad and if you wanted to open on the phone, then that didn't work from the OnePlus Pad to the OnePlus 12. Another cool feature is called Content Sync. So if you have the OnePlus Pad 2 and a OnePlus 12 connected, you can actually view all the content on your phone on the pad itself. You can instantly view and edit photos, screenshots taken from your phone, even the videos that you've taken on your phone on the tablet's display. So basically what happens in Content Sync is that your phone's display gets mirrored on the pad itself, just like it happens on macOS as well. But one thing we noticed while testing this feature is that there is a little bit of latency that you can feel when the phone is actually mirrored. Also, very important to notice is that all the devices, especially the pad and the phone itself, should be on the same OnePlus account for it to work. And also part of the Content Sync feature is the clipboard sync feature. Essentially, you can copy paste something on the phone to the tablet and tablet to the phone. Very easy. Now, one accessory you should buy with the OnePlus Pad 2, if you end up buying it, is the OnePlus Smart Keyboard. And this is something that we mentioned in our detailed review. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. A link should pop up right now. And with this Smart Keyboard, what you can do is that the Smart Keyboard actually has NFC. So if you tap your OnePlus 12, which also has NFC, then you can do one-touch transmission. Basically, what you can do is transfer files from your phone to your pad with ease by, just that one tap of NFC. And the transfer speeds were pretty decent too when we checked it out. Another feature that we really liked testing out was cellular data sharing. And it's not like your, standard Wi-Fi hotspot that you create with your phone and then you can connect your, any other device to it. It basically creates like a proprietary network with OnePlus 11 and 12 phones only, 12 series phones only, and the OnePlus Pad 2, where the Pad 2 can take cellular data off that phone with that proprietary connection itself, and it's very seamlessly done. And this is very useful for buyers of a OnePlus Pad 2 because there is no 5G variant of the OnePlus Pad 2, you get a Wi-Fi only version. Now the next one is not necessarily an ecosystem feature, but it's something that I really liked using and I want to mention it, and that is Open Canvas. And if you look at ecosystem, basically a feature on the OnePlus Open was ported to the OnePlus Pad 2, and it's called Open Canvas, and it's one of the best multitasking implementations that I've used till date. So basically with Open Canvas, you can have 3 split screen windows in like a vertical and a horizontal format, depending on contextually whatever is being put in split screen. For example, if you have a YouTube app in split screen, then that will showcase below in horizontal, which is very, very nice. Now let's talk about the OnePlus Watch 2 and how that seamlessly integrates into the ecosystem. The very first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that you get support for Google Fast Pairing. The OnePlus ecosystem play is not just OnePlus, but how it also works with Google. Once you've created a fast pair connection of your watch with the phone with Google, then it remembers your watch as, AirShots watch and links it to AirShots email account, and that could be personal for you as well. Now, once you've connected your watch to the phone, you can use the OHealth app to actually use a few more ecosystem features. For example, you can sync your phone alarms and calendar events across devices. By the way, if you have the OnePlus Watch 2 and something like the new OnePlus Buds Pro 3, then there is an ecosystem play over there as well. Basically, you can directly connect these buds to the watch without having a phone interface in between. And you also have 32 gigs of internal memory where you can actually store your songs and listen to music directly by connecting it to the buds itself. By the way, once you've installed Spotify on the watch, you can actually standalone stream Spotify music from the watch itself directly and listen to the buds. Now, since we're talking about the OnePlus Buds Pro 3, there's one very interesting thing that the Buds Pro 3 can also do is basically you can create custom sound EQs, right? And once you've created the custom sound EQ, it gets stored in the buds itself. Now, once you've disconnected from this OnePlus 4 and you connect it to a OnePlus Pad, then that custom sound EQ profile also carries through. In fact, it actually works across almost every single Android device. And that's the advantage of being in an Android ecosystem. You don't necessarily need to be connected to just OnePlus devices. Also, products like the OnePlus Buds Pro 3 have dual pairing mode, so you can connect to your phone and the laptop at the same time. And when you get a call on the phone, then it automatically connects to the phone and you can take the phone call and the audio switches. It's very well done. Okay, now this was all about the OnePlus ecosystem, but I also want to talk about an underrated Google app that we don't generally talk about much. And I want to know from you guys, do you actually use Google Wallet? Because we've been using it recently on the OnePlus 12 and it's been really, really interesting and good. Now, this Google Wallet is also an ecosystem feature because you can use it across any Android device, right? Now, in the Google Wallet, you can actually store your digital passes, you can store your digital keys, and you can add gift cards as well to the Google Wallet. And a bunch of more features are also available. The only feature that's not available, and I hope that Google brings it to India soon, is tap to pay using NFC by adding debit cards and credit cards. Fingers crossed that happens soon. So now that you know about OnePlus Synergy and OnePlus's ecosystem, what do you guys think of it? Have you tried it out? I mean, I know there are a bunch of OnePlus users that watch our video. Have you tried out these ecosystem features? What do you think about it? I really want to know your thoughts. And in general, what do you think about ecosystems? Do you actually buy a brand's product purely because it's got that ecosystem play? I know a lot of Apple users do, but is it also true for Android brands like Samsung and OnePlus? Now, while I really enjoyed using OnePlus Synergy, I really want them to extend this ecosystem to Windows as well. All right, with that, this was very interesting for us to also learn as to how OnePlus is doing its ecosystem. What do you guys think of it? Let us know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep tracking and stay safe.